So I'm going to take a video of my 1974 Starcraft Holiday 18. I just put the mucks on right now. They're not as tight as what I would like, but nonetheless. And then I'm going to basically just shut off the motor and go over this boat for you. So as you can see, first and foremost, I'd like to just start off by indicating that all the gauges on this boat are working properly. You also have your lights, your pump, your blower, and your wiper. I do have the wiper motor which goes on top. Works 100%. I have the wiper arm. I just need to get the wiper blade online. It's got the original shifter. Just gonna put it forward. Put it in reverse. You also have your outboard. Gosh, you got a mind blank here. Basically, just to lower and raise your stern drive. The word's going to come to me. Anyhow, I'm just going to shut it off. You've got a glove compartment step, and you have the manuals on absolutely everything. I am going to have additional photos, so for anyone who wants to have or look at additional photos, I'll be more than happy to send it to you. Just gonna make it quick. Bear with me here. Got a little bit of OCD going on, which is probably not so good for my spouse, but definitely good for the buyer of this boat. Just gonna go shut off the water. I do apologize for all these small hiccups, but I thought it would be especially important for me to take a video of this boat, especially if you're from out of town and you're considering buying a beautiful retro boat. I mean, this boat is just immaculate, and I do say immaculate in the sense that for the year, and this boat being in its authentic condition, honestly, you'd be hard-pressed to find another like this anywhere. It is a one owner, purchased in 1974. I mean, I'm certainly not the owner. I mean, I buy and sell. I buy a lot of vintage, a lot of retro. I do a lot of restoration. I've replaced the decals on this boat. The paint that you're seeing is all original. That's original, folks. That's all original. I mean, unbelievable for this year. The chrome on this boat, all immaculate. Has a tri-window in the front. The center opens up to get to the front. Unfortunately, the leather in the front was stripped away. I'm just gonna go in the boat here and basically just show you, I guess, the condition of this boat. All the canopies have been replaced to its authentic size 3 years ago. So it's only 3 years old. The trailer is a 2011. Honestly, you wouldn't be able to tell that it's that old, or I should say new. It has the folding tongue in the front. Always stored, this boat has always been stored indoors, as well as stored in a boathouse all its life. Now, the one thing about vintage is people buying vintage out there, they either want it in its original condition or they want 100% full restoration. Now, somebody who wants to restore this boat, if I was to keep this boat, and there's a good chance that I may, we do have another boat, so for us to have two boats, but I'm really in love with this boat. I love the lines. I find the lines they're just dateless. You can't find these beautiful classic boats. And this boat is a big water boat. You can see by the sides here that the sides are very high. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I do apologize. Floor, again, I was talking about the floor. The floor, I mean, there's no sense, in my opinion, to change the floor. It's authentic. It's an original state. It's sun faded, but you know what? Who cares? I mean, if I was driving down the lake with this boat, I mean, I just drive around with this boat on the trailer, and people are just like wanting to just look at this thing. There's a lot of wooden boats out there. I've restored wooden boats. I kind of shied away from it because you definitely need good storage for a wooden boat, and you certainly don't want water filling in. I don't know if I can do any justice here, but you can see all the aluminum, how it's all like in A1 condition on the inside. There's many parts that were changed in this motor. Now this boat originally came with a metal tank. Now the gas tank you're seeing in here is original to this 1974 Starcraft. It is a tank that's manufactured by Starcraft, which was a few years down the line, it was a replacement tank for the metal tank. This plastic tank alone was $450. And I believe I still have the bill of sale, and that was the price. That was the price going back 20 years ago on the tank. 400 and 420. I'm not sure. I'd have to double check. Very spacious, very clean. The only thing with this boat, which is very unfortunate, is this arm. I left it the way it was. I was actually going to do something with it, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to leave it in its original state. It's not keeping me up at night, and honestly, for the condition of this boat, you really oversee it. You know, I was gonna put some kind of cup holder, but you know what? If I end up keeping it, I'll figure something out. But for the new owner, they could figure out what they want to do with this boat, where they want to take it, or if they want to keep it in this condition. I mean, you can't ask for a nicer boat in its original, authentic state. There was a cat on this boat, You can see some cat scratches here, but otherwise this is the original vinyl. And so you have it. I believe I've gone through this boat. I'll post the details on Kijiji, but I just want to get off of it just to show you the lines. And this is not fiberglass, this is aluminum. It's not a heavy boat like the fiberglass boats. And honestly, as in the aluminum boat, it's in impeccable condition. The motor runs like a top, 140 horsepower put out back in the day. I will post have a different video of a boat, the same boat on the water. When I say same boat, I'm talking about a 1974 with the gold seats, so you can actually see this thing, you know, just cruising at its best down the lake. I do apologize. This video will be roughly around 12 minutes long, but in all honesty, when you're buying older stuff, you're buying vintage, a lot of this stuff has not been taken care of. You know, it's been passed on from 4 to 5 different owners. Again, this boat, one owner. Has all the original badges on this boat. Original motor, everything is 100% original. This is how the boat looked like when it was purchased back in 1974, and this is how it looks like today. Original paint, original interior, original floor, original outdrive, original motor. The trailer has been replaced. The canvas was replaced 3 years ago. Just an absolutely beautiful boat. Anyhow, I appreciate you taking the time watching the video, and I hope I was thorough enough, you know, going through this boat as far as the visual goes. Thanks again.